she was like, yeah, let me tell you all about it. And she was on fire. She was so excited about this. And she said, okay, what happened was...
Oh, boy. Oh, I can already hear it. Here we go. And that's our story today.
Contracts in the shadows, deals behind closed doors, money on the table, someone keeping score. Foreclosures and mansions, secrets buried deep. Welcome to the stories the agents never keep. Dirty deeds in real estate, hidden lies behind the gate. Big money, broken dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Oh yeah! The dark side of real estate. The dark side of real estate.
Okay, Callie, I've got a fun story for us today.
You always do. You always have a fun story. I'm ready.
Oh, goodness. So, anytime you sell in rural areas, there's some really good background stories that happen.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've told you on our discussions before that a lot of times people love to buy houses that crimes have been in.
Right. I love to hear about them, but I don't want to live in them necessarily.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So this one house that I sold out in Vincent in Shelby County, and the buyer actually was working with my business partner and me, right? Like she was doing some assistant work, and she was becoming a real estate agent, and she saw this house. We showed it to her, and then my business partner showed it to her, but then she wanted to show me everything about it. So I went out with her, and it was behind like a trailer park. And I was surprised when we got to the house. It was so beautiful. It had so many different architectural features that were different with brick. Like the chimney was spiraled.
Ooh.
And just some really fancy brickwork. And she said, well, the guy who used to live here was a brick mason.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And
All
I
right.
said, well, he put a lot of special touches into this house. Stuff that I don't normally get to see, even on custom homes.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, let me tell you all about it. And she was on fire. She was so excited about this. And she said, okay, what happened was...
Oh, boy. Oh, I can already hear it. Here we go. And that's our story today. What had happened was, okay, I'm here. Let's do it.
Evidently, the brick mason career wasn't going as lucratively as he had hoped for.
Okay.
The man who built the house.
All right.
So he decided to try his hand at making and selling meth.
Different kind of bricks, huh? So, got a little Walter White situation going. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So, I love Breaking Bad.
Me too. Me too.
It's so good.
It's so good and so bad.
You can kind of just see Walter's logical thought pattern, like, forget this. And he's brilliant.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know.
But he just wanted to help his family.
I know, right?
And I do love Jesse Pinkman.
I know, I do too.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's great. So I hope that you are also a fan of that.
Yeah.
But he evidently was starting to be highly successful.
Okay.
So
At the secondary brick making.
yes,
All right.
at his side gig.
Got it.
So, and the lady who was buying the house, like, she was so excited to tell me this. Like, she was like, oh, and then he was like dealing meth and selling it. And I'm like,
And she was
okay.
excited about this. Right?
Yeah, right.
The fumes are still going through the house.
Yeah.
Like she's
yeah.
So she takes me downstairs and she shows me all of this extra PVC, like all of this plumbing. And she said, this was all fake plumbing because they held all of the stuff in here. And I'm like,
So
okay, well, that's clever.
just pipes,
Yeah.
open pipes.
Yes. Like PVC, all
Maybe in like a basement or something.
in a basement, but yes.
Full of drugs.
That's evidently what she was told. Now, what she told me and is that a deputy came out and told her everything about it.
Okay.
She had some connections there, and they came out and said, this is what we found, but there was a shootout. And she was so excited to show me, like, where the bullet holes were. And she even knew, like, which bullet holes in the sheetrock and in the trim, like, were from him shooting at the deputies and which ones were coming in that were from the deputies.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but normally if there are bullet holes when you're trying to sell a home, that's something that you fix.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
still on display.
But that was a selling point
to her.
for her.
Yeah, she was very excited about it.
So are bullet holes pretty obvious? Like you look at it and go, that's a bullet hole. Because, I've got a lot of holes in some of our walls. We had teenagers. So there's, they hung things up and, but a bullet hole's pretty specific.
Yeah, no, it is. It is a skinnier.
Okay.
Skinny.
Okay, if you say so.
Now, granted, I don't sell houses that have lots of bullet holes normally.
Okay,
I'm
Jenny.
not an expert on a bullet hole.
And this was like a big flex for her. Look
she
at these
loved
bullet
it.
holes.
Yeah, she was like, and then this happened, and then right here was a bullet hole, and then that happened, and then right here's a bullet hole. But unfortunately, she told me that the deputy's bullet killed him.
Killed the brick mason.
Yes,
Okay.
at the house. And so all of this extra plumbing, he'd been arrested evidently a couple of times, and then it led to this, this super dramatic, traumatic situation where, there was a shootout where he was shooting them. They were shooting at him. And I don't know how many people were involved on the other side. It could have been one with a backup. It could have just been one. I really don't know that. I just know that this home buyer was so excited to share this story with me. But the story gets worse.
Oh, goodness.
And all of this was
Okay.
before
All right.
2002.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know about the time the home was built by chance?
That's a good question.
I was just wondering.
It's on my laptop.
Okay. That's
So
okay.
I'm what I'm thinking is like right at 2000.
Okay, well, that's still not horrible.
No, but so much has changed, right? We've learned so much about meth. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we can't sell houses today that have had meth created in them.
And I didn't know that if there's been like a meth lab in the home that's a whole different category. I didn't realize that until you told me.
It's super toxic.
So how do you know if a meth lab was there if somebody doesn't tell you? I mean,
You're right.
so you wouldn't know. You couldn't, yeah.
You wouldn't know. And so there was a
One
house.
more test you got to add to your inspection.
Yes. Check the meth
right.
box.
Well, and I don't even know like how they test for that. But so there was actually a foreclosure in Greystone Farms that, a lot of the people in the community knew there was a meth lab in the garage there. But, you know, when it goes through foreclosure, they don't know what's there. They have inspections and stuff like that, but it did get resold. But if we know that there has been meth there, like this house, right, you would have to have it remediated before you could sell it because it is so toxic that it is an environmental issue.
Wow. And if you guys know how that works, just because I'm curious, reach out to us. I want to know what kind of process that would be. Is that a special certification? Is there, you know, bylaw? Like, I just want to know.
Is that a new business we need to start?
Yeah, I just want to know.
I mean, I'm sure in some big cities you could probably have a good look. And there probably has got to be a business. I'm going to Google it right now.
Our search histories, y'all.
I was going to say, watch out.
Oh, goodness.
Our search histories are at risk. Just to bring you these good stories of
goodness.
You know, personal situations that we have had to be able to sell houses. So.
Yeah. And I also, side note, I love, as a client of yours, I love the variety of clients that you have. So if you've watched previously, Genny had a client or a friend that had a client that was like, I am so rich. Look at me. And then she has somebody that's like, these are my bullet holes. Look at this. She's got a wide variety. And then she's got me. Where I'm like, tell me more about the death.
Well, and so Kylie and I started all of these conversations because once I knew she was excited about true crime, I'm just like still in a tizzy over a stalking situation that happened with one of my colleagues, and we're going to bring that story to you, but it's still painful. It's still raw.
Right.
And the things that agents go through, right? Because we have to be visible out there, and that can attract some really crazies. And that's what happened to her. And it was 9 months of terror.
Oh my goodness.
So with,
9 months.
Yeah. So we started talking about that, and that led us to here. So
Here we are.
we hope that you love these dirty deed stories, you know, of all this wrongful death situations that happen behind the scenes in real estate. So,
So you said there's more to the story. So there was a big shootout that somehow involved meth, and the owner, builder of the home, died in the shootout.
Yes.
And then your girl,
Allegedly.
Reportedly. Yes. Your girl
That's the legal team.
loved this house, was like, give me all the bullet holes.
Yes.
And now there's more. How could there be more? I do this already. I don't. Goodness.
I know, right? Like that's not enough.
Yeah.
But this is really sad. Like,
Okay. Sorry.
this part is really sad. So his mom.
Sorry. I have to get sad and serious. Sorry.
Cue the sad music.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, you told me, like, this is sad. Like, you feel like a little kid that's in trouble, like, this is not funny.
Yeah, you're in church and you're like, stop laughing. Can't.
I'll wait and get on to you.
That's just my mom's side, but this is sad.
I was just getting everybody ready for it. So the mom takes over the mortgage.
The mom
Takes over the house. The mom of the brick mason slash meth dealer.
Okay.
That was killed in the shootout.
All right.
She steps up, takes over it, and this is all the story that I've been told. And her name is on the tax records previously, and she and her husband move into the house. Well, the husband got really depressed living there, and I don't think he was handling the situation, knowing that his son had been killed in the shootout.
Yeah.
So he shot himself in the head on the back deck.
Gosh, that wife and mother,
I know.
just surrounded by death and sorrow, and
Right.
that's so heavy.
It's so heavy. That's the word. Like just such a heaviness. And again, this buyer was just excited to have a story.
Yeah.
So she took me out to the back deck and showed me where that happened. And I said, "Are you sure? Sure you want this house?" Yeah. "Oh my gosh. Yes."
And I'm not trying to be
Genny,
funny.
Genny, you didn't say, "What's wrong with you?"
No.
Because, I mean, think about it from the Brooke Mason's mom's point of view. You get a call, your son, who was dealing meth, is now dead due to a shooting with a police officer. And you move into his house. That's hard. That's very hard.
Right.
And then your husband chooses to take his own life in that house. I don't blame her for selling at that point. I don't know that I could have been able to move in, in the first place.
Right.
That's a lot.
It's a
for
lot.
that couple, that whole family, to have to process and look around and just have that feeling and those memories and just the general environment. That's very, very difficult. And I have a question. I'm not trying to be funny, but I would think that your friend got a really good deal
Yes.
on that house.
Yes.
There's no way, even though it was nice, customized, like spiraled chimney, beautiful. Okay, but I bet she got
Yeah, she did.
a really good deal.
Well, and that's part of the reason she was excited about it. And her dad had owned a lot of real estate, and she's all about a deal, right? He had kind of taught her to go after the deal, and yeah, she got one.
I would think. Because
Yeah.
that's not a big selling point for most people.
Well, I mean, for her, it's just such a good story. She's,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, y'all, she lit up to tell the story.
What a dinner party.
I know,
I want
right?
to go to this lady's house. I'll
So-
bring my own dinner.
Did she leave the bullet holes?
I'm sure she probably did because she was so excited about
I mean, if she's smart, she made artwork around it, like
Right.
included them in.
Just put an empty picture frame around the bullet hole. Yeah.
Well, I lived in Vicksburg for a short time, Jay and I did, and there is this old bed and breakfast that has the cannonball from the Civil War,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Still has the whole, like...
Yeah. That's a cool thing to see, though.
It is, yeah.
I could see leaving that. I could see leaving, a piece of history, but
Well, and they still live there.
yeah.
So I haven't talked to her in many, 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 many years. But it's just one of those stories that, has to do with dirty deeds and something
Right.
I will never forget about, that,
No.
you can't be afraid to sell your house that has,
Every house will sell.
stuff
Yeah,
like
I mean,
this.
if you're worried about the front door looking bad, that's nothing. That is nothing.
I know.
Yeah, well, next time we sell, I'm not going to worry about every little scuff mark that my kids have created, with a basketball or
You're gonna
skateboards
go
or
in and shoot
whatever.
up the house and make a great story.
Jenny will sell it. It's fine. Jenny's got it.
Yeah.
Well, you do have to remember, right? Like, every house sells at the right price.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
All right. So, I Googled, I chat GPT the whole meth remediation thing.
okay.
So, yes, there are specialized environmental and hazard remediation companies that handle this. You know what they're called? Meth lab remediation companies.
Oh, well, that's simple.
I feel like we could
meth.
come up with something a little more clever, though.
Or meth residue decontamination or drug house cleanup. My favorite.
Yeah.
And there are companies in Alabama that specifically do this.
Okay.
None that we know personally,
That's good.
but there are some that just, that's what they do. So you have to have very specialized training for it. And I would assume it's probably even more expensive than a typical remediation.
cleanup. Yeah.
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 There you go.
Sure,
You're
that's
welcome.
not covered by like insurance and stuff.
Probably a
like,
rider somewhere.
liability. Yeah. Yeah. For a meth makeover.
I'm gonna, in fact,
Makeover.
just for fun, I'm gonna call my agent, my insurance agent, and go. So, listen, question
If
for you.
allegedly,
Let's just say,
hypothetically,
is my homeowners gonna cover, like, if there was a meth lab in my house, and there will be dead silence.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, Philip?
Is there something you need to know? Well, I told you, business has not been great this year.
My brother-in-law handles our insurance. I'd love to give him a call. He'd kill me. He would.
Call him right now, Kylie. Call him right now. Put him on speakerphone. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
I hope he doesn't answer, though. You got to cut this out.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just see if he answers. Give him a heads up that we're recording so he didn't say anything crazy.
Oh, gosh. Hunter, it's Friday.
Yeah, if it's Friday, he's an insurance guy. He's not working.
That's so true.
Hunter's going to kill me. The family
Make sure you
barbecue.
hold the phone close to that mic so we hear him.
He's probably saying that it's me and not going to answer.
He's not going to answer.
Hello.
Hey, Hunter, how are you?
I'm pretty good about yourself.
Good. So listen, I'm going to be real honest with you. You are on speaker,
Okay.
and I am on a podcast.
Okay.
I have been, we're on a podcast called Dirty Deeds. And we can edit this out if you want to. That is perfectly fine. Our
We're not going to.
Our producer, we are, Hunter. We can. Our producer is here. We're all here. So tell me, from an insurance point of view, hypothetically, if an alleged meth lab were in a home and combusted or whatever, blew up, does insurance cover that?
Hypothetically, depending on the type of policy, yes, probably.
That's an insurance answer right there, isn't it? Depending on the policy.
I've got good coverage. I've got a good guy. My brother-in-law's got me.
Is there a rider for that?
It's there would be a lot of investigation go into it, but
Okay. Would there be like some heavy riders within?
yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be looked into.
Or what if your kid was making meth in your house and you didn't really know about it?
Yeah, that would be kind of the same vein. Probably still be a paid claim, but it would be looked into heavily.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying that's what's happening with us by any means. Any means. You know that is not what's going on. But this is for our Dirty Deeds podcast, where we talk about real estate and the true crime that happens within homes. And most of them are local.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I have no doubt that you have several stories that you could share with us.
I've seen those claims. Yeah,
Okay. Well, we were just wondering, hypothetically, if an alleged meth lab were to be in the home, what does that look like? And we also found out that there are places that I have named meth makeovers, that they have to come in if there's a meth lab and do like remediation in the home because of all the toxins. I didn't know that.
I haven't had any of those when I was an adjuster, but I had some other bad situations.
Right. And I know I've put you on the spot here. I'm sorry, Hunter.
I think we have another regular podcast guest up there.
Yes. We're excited to meet you, Hunter.
Yeah, nice to meet y'all.
Well, next time you're in Greystone for golf, hit me up, and we'll just hit me up next time you're golfing, and we'll bring you in.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, thanks, Hunter.
See y'all.
Bye.
I think he
Ladies and gentlemen, Hunter. He did.
I can't tell you how
He
many
was
times
very calm, like, okay, see you.
Okay, see you.
Just an everyday question. Do you have a
In
meth lab?
30 minutes, she's getting a text right now that goes, "What are you doing? Call me."
Family chats are And what's funny is that that's how Hunter is. Anytime I text him, hey, I have an insurance question. Okay, laugh out loud. Hunter, he's good to us. He's good to my sister. Shout out to them. And
Yeah, so, speaking of Hunter, the insurance guy, though, I bet we need to talk to more insurance people
Yeah, we
about
need to do that.
crazy claims.
That's
Because,
true.
that's real estate.
Right.
You got to know that. So, they've got some good ones.
Yes. You're so right.
Wait. Say that one more time.
You're so right.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Every man over 50 needs to hear that several times
Amen.
a day.
Amen, sister.
That's funny.
So we started looking up, like, where else could you hide meth in your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that I
Again,
would even recognize
the search
what it would
histories, guys.
be
I
anyway.
Yeah. There's just, that's literally something you can Google.
Yeah. So Google that. And if you're looking at a house, Google that and check out those spots and see.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Give us some examples there, Jenny, like some places. Where are there?
well, breath mint containers.
Okay.
I mean, I guess like any little container.
I don't know what
but,
meth
like,
looks like. I mean, is
I
meth?
don't know either.
Meth's like little chunks of.
Well, according to Breaking Bad, it looks like rock candy.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's right.
It kind of looked like a little crystallized,
And the
like
clearer, the better quality, right?
Like
yeah.
pop rocks from the day, like.
No, probably like
Like-
those little.
like those sucker stick things you get from the
Oh,
smoky.
okay, yeah, they look like crystal
Yeah.
chunk. Okay,
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
okay,
They
Kylie.
did on Breaking Bad,
Yeah,
for real.
they did.
Okay, Kylie.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
Okay, so breath mint boxes.
Well, like any little container, but this one is a good one. Like the hollow batteries, like, okay,
Ooh.
hollow batteries.
Interesting.
Yeah, hollow cans, stuff like that.
And it's got to be dangerous just to hollow out a battery.
I
You know how
know,
much
right?
acid's in those?
Yeah, like,
Why wouldn't you just empty out the flashlight and not put the batteries in there?
Because that's too obvious.
Oh, okay.
well, that's one too. Like they've got
Yeah.
a couple of ideas there, but
So I've got a friend of ours, a client who does anti-drug campaigns, and he has similar things about where teenagers hide drugs, vapes, and the things that, like, you just walk in your kid's room and you just think it's a Coke can or it's a whatever, and it's like full of stuff. So I guess same stuff. These kids today,
Some of these adults.
I know,
you.
right?
they learn from
You know how many houses I showed where people just said, "Gosh, we've got a showing in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and smoke some pot before they get here, and then we'll clear out." Yeah, I have. Oh, I mean, really, like once a week.
Oh gosh,
Or I.
And in Alabama, we're not supposed to do that.
no, that is not legal here.
Maybe some other states that's normal, but we're not supposed to.
Well, I mean, in paraphernalia, when you're seeing houses, we see that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen like hard stuff. I've like some of my friends have seen like lines of cocaine out on like like they hurried up and left real quick. Like,
Yeah.
this is going to have an effect on if a buyer wants to buy this.
I know I'm all about true crime. I'm like, yeah, bullets. But I'm also so naive. I grew up so sheltered. I promise you, if you'd showed me a house and there were just lines of cocaine, I'd be like, well, I guess they were making some dough this morning and their flour is still here. Like, I would literally be like, that's probably flour.
I'm the same way.
I
have
wouldn't
no idea.
think, because I'm just not that type of person, like, I wouldn't think they left their cocaine out. I wouldn't.
Because I mean, who would leave their cocaine out, knowing the house is being shut?
Now, I was personally seen.
I was videotaping a property, and it had a barn out back, and I'm out there taping, and all of a sudden the client comes running out, and they're like, "Hey, we really don't need any video out here." I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah, but this is part of the property." No, we're good. And then my client, like the agent I was working with, is like, "Yeah, let's just not show any of that." He told me later, he's like, "There's probably don't need to see what's in there." Like, oh God, okay.
Well, this is how naive I am. Even in the middle of all of this stuff, right? So I used to run a large real estate office, and I had 170 something agents. And
It makes my head hurt.
yes, I'm still traumatized.
goodness.
So you're not really the boss of these people, but you are responsible when you're a broker, right? Like,
Okay.
I am legally responsible for all the people that walk in the door every day.
Okay.
So I had somebody call about one of my agents and say, an anonymous tip saying that there are drugs in his office. Okay.
Oh.
So he officed with another one of my good friends. And I'm like, have you seen anything? And she was like, I haven't seen anything. So I go into the office, and, I don't want to dig through somebody's personal stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm looking everywhere. I'm pulling drawers out. I'm like, I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Pot plant sitting right on his desk. I had no idea.
I thought it was a succulent.
The entire office was like, we thought you knew. And we thought
Because it's just in plain sight.
we thought you thought it was okay. I'm like, no, I would never think this is okay.
No. No. He just had
You
it
know
on
why
his
everybody
desk.
meets in Ronnie's office.
Exactly.
The audacity. It's not like he can deny it.
Right. So I got rid of it, right? And
How'd you get rid of it?
Well, I actually had the guy who worked for me. I'm like, take that to the dump, or if we need to call the police, whatever we need to do. Like we need to get
Dispose
that
of
out.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when
You
I
took it all right.
Yeah. She burned it.
So one of my other good friends, one of my agents that was there, she was like, "Oh, you finally realized what that was, huh? And got
And
rid
nobody
of it."
said anything.
Nobody said anything to me.
They didn't want to be the office snitch, although it was out in the open.
Yeah. Yeah. You should have looked
Anyway.
at him and go, y'all are all fired. You're all out of here.
Yeah.
If you're not going to protect me better than this, I mean,
See
how do I
something,
expect
say
you to do
something.
a contract
Like,
correctly?
Right. So, I would never find the list of where to hide this stuff. The bath salt idea on here, that seems like a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it could probably fit in. And, if people have bath salts around their tub. But,
yeah.
um,
Why not? I think
I
it
know.
depends on the kind of drug, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, my bath salts are like colorful and kind of chunky. They're just, sure.
be a good place to hide. So we've at least been educating you here
Yeah.
on this stuff.
And ourselves.
But the main thing is just to really tell this story about somebody who was excited to buy a house that had a shootout in it, a death,
Yes.
and then another death, which is
deaths.
really sad. And, we're always trying to find Jesus
Yes.
out of it. And I think the best part of it is that these people embraced the house, have loved it, and are still there. So that ends up being a happy story in the end.
Yeah.
After all the pain that, was experienced there. But here's the funny thing.
Okay, so this is the funny part. This is not the stuff.
Now we can laugh.
I'm sitting here telling you exactly how to feel like the whole thing.
Heads up.
I love it. This is my favorite. Because sometimes my reactions are inappropriate.
And that's why we love you.
Sometimes your friend was like, we had to check him out of the nursing home to go see the house. I'm like, that's sad.
All right, so here we go. Here's the funny part.
Sorry.
This better be good.
I can't find a record of this ever happening. But it's in detail. And she said a deputy went over to the house and showed everything. And I saw what had happened. I mean, I saw the evidence of it all, but I can't find a police report. You and I called Shelby County, and they're like, "Oh, we don't know where you can find that information. Try here, try there, try here." There's no, when you Google it, nothing comes up, right?
Nope.
I mean,
I tried to look this up in every way possible.
so
And the internet was there in 2000, 2002.
yeah.
It was there. I don't know what is happening. I'm not saying that Shelby County is hiding things, but it's just not there.
Right. We couldn't find proof of it. So we have to say that this allegedly happened. But I tell you that I do not for a second think that my client at the time was a liar.
No.
Yeah, that's a lot to make up.
I know,
Yeah.
And then what's
right? Yeah.
why, you
Well,
know?
and she gave me names. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even remember, what
names.
his name was, but she gave me names. But
I Googled names, addresses, crimes, drugs, deaths. Nothing is there.
And now
They are
Kylie's on
gone.
every FBI watch.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And this wouldn't be the first time. This is how I do this every episode.
Well, it probably comes down to, we have a huge staff here at Dirty Deeds Real Estate, a whole back room of interns and people researching this stuff. So I'm sure at some point when they put enough time and money in it, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. It'll be good.
Well, we're going to keep digging in. We're going to see what else we can find out. But I do find it strange that to have such a grand story and somebody be so excited about this that we couldn't really find anything about it. But that's why we do this, because we can personally come here and share with you what happens out there on the dark side of real estate. So thank you for tuning in, for watching and listening to us laugh and have a good time. And we're always looking for the bright side. We're looking for Jesus in all of these true crime situations that happen and dirty on the dark side of real estate. Thanks for watching.
And to you too.
The content presented in Dirty Deeds in Real Estate is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are their own and do not constitute legal, financial, real estate, or professional advice. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, real estate laws, regulations, and practices vary by state and are subject to change. Listeners should not rely on any information presented in this podcast as a substitute for advice from a qualified attorney, licensed real estate professional, financial advisor, or other appropriate expert. Any stories, case studies, or examples discussed may be based on real events, but may include altered details for privacy or storytelling purposes. References to specific individuals, properties, or transactions are not intended to identify or defame any person or entity. Neither the hosts, producers, nor affiliated entities assume any liability for actions taken based on the information provided in this podcast. By listening, you agree that you are solely responsible for your decisions and actions.
Genny Williams is a licensed real estate agent with EXP Realty. The opinions and views expressed on Dirty Deeds in Real Estate are solely her own and do not reflect the views, policies, or positions of EXP Realty or its affiliates.